Heidi Fleiss couldn't show up.
Let me guess. He's the problem.
Well, yeah, actually, the problem is the bread. It needs to be cut. Could you cut the bread for him?
And I expect some service.
Is that what you had in mind?
Perfect.
Hey! You didn't cut the bread!
Great show tonight. Also, the young woman you just saw, Xena, warrior princess, you know, she fell from a horse a couple weeks ago when we were here, but she's recovering very nicely, and she is here tonight. We are thrilled to have her, Lucy Lawless.
From BJ, from outside this 9-year-old boy, and I have a 9-year-old, so we got on famously.
Has your 9-year-old, has Daisy seen the show yet?
Only the movie. She's still in New Zealand at the moment, and I'm looking forward to getting her over here.
And when she gets over here to see you in Greece, will she also get to see Xena?
Oh, cool. What do you mean?
Now, I read that Daisy had never seen you on TV as Xena.
No, of course she has.
Okay.
We don't habitually watch it because on a Friday night when it airs, she's usually at work with me after school. And it doesn't occur to us to go home and switch on the television.
Did you really get the part because you sang I'm an Old Cowhand on Rosie O'Donnell's show?
Yeah, that's
that
really
was your
true.
audition?
Yeah, Rosie kind of cast me.
Well, you know what? We missed a little of that number. Could you sing a little bit for us now?
For what?
I'm an old cowhand.
From the Rio
Grande.
Grande, but my legs ain't bold, and my cheeks ain't tan.
We are going to see Grease. You know we are. How are we doing on time? We got a couple more minutes here? You know, usually when we go into show business, we can get all the good reviews and all the awards we can, but we're always trying to impress our mom. How does your mom feel about you as Xena?
She's thrilled. She's coming over. My mum and my dad are coming from New Zealand, my grandmother, a couple of aunties, my brother from London, every man and his dog. I have a steady stream of New Zealanders coming through my apartment, so I'm not at all lonely.
Any changes in the TV show for the new season?
Yeah, there's a lot of new stuff coming up. There's yet another character. You know, when I play triple characters or something, we've thrown another one into the mix. It'll be warrior priestess Tramp.
All right.
She has a speech impediment.
The sword. How heavy is that sword?
Oh, it's tremendously heavy, and it's a 12-pound sword.
Ooh, Lord.
I'm stronger than I look.
Man, you got to be strong to carry a 12-pound sword.
No, if you hit
Milton
somebody.
Berle said that, didn't he?
Is it a real sword, Lucy? Is it a real sword?
We have swords and swords.
Do you
some
choreograph
are rubber.
it? Do you choreograph all your fight scenes?
Yeah, I shoot. I write, shoot, do my own makeup.
Listen, I didn't know.
I am a one-woman show.
Let him ask, because I'm going to do headlines in the next half hour. Listen, I heard you're into jazz.
Yes, I am.
Got a couple of jazz CDs for
Oh,
Subway
thank
Players
you.
here in New York City.
Fantastic.
And like Miles Davis and Joshua Redmond and stuff like that. Something for you
Thank
to
you
listen
so
to in the
much.
dressing room when you're doing Grease on Broadway.
Oh,
Can I take the doll back? I don't want to reach for it.
You can, but you know, I have to sign it and give it to that little boy now, even though it doesn't belong to him.
It doesn't, and he'll get over it if he doesn't get it. Oh, I'm sorry. I did not mean that. We'll get something for BJ. Lucy Lawless, you are flawless.
Not at all. Thank you very much.
It is the scent of Danny Aiello's simmering hide, with Lucy Xena Lawless leading the charge to sample the cooking.
It's very charming. I wonder if he's available.
Lucy Lawless was throwing kisses, not barbs, at Danny Aiello as the Della Ventura star prepared to be roasted by the Friars Club.
If this girl made a hit on me, I would fall down of embarrassment. If she said, let's go, I'd say, where?
Some of Danny's oldest friends, and a few new ones too, like Kevin Bacon, turned out to fan the flames, and Danny was bracing himself.
They're going to tear me apart. Listen, I give them a lot of material.
Have fun, and if something comes up, perhaps I will, but, you know, I don't want to be kicked out of here or something.
Guest tonight can take on an entire gang of medieval villains single-handedly while looking beautiful the whole time as Xena, the warrior princess. Let's take a look. It was a fake baby, I'm sure. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Lucy Lawless. Wow. Yeah.
Thank you.
That's crying, yeah, all right,
I was
good.
just about to say, I fell in love with these guys for the first time when I watched you with the ice cream truck.
Oh,
thank you.
Yeah, we
My
went
friend-
out that was, I guess, a couple of weeks ago. We did a show where Andy and I commandeered an ice cream truck. And
It was fantastic. My
Oh.
friend Gavin and I we were jet lagged sitting up watching the show, and it was the funniest thing we've ever seen in our lives.
Oh,
So,
great. Well, thanks so much for coming,
No,
and
not at all.
congratulations on your show. It's huge. It's a phenomenon. Your program. It's playing.
to be,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
like in 80 countries. Is that the case?
Apparently, it's even in Saudi Arabia, where they have to blow up all the wide shots, all the fights into close-ups. I don't know how they do it, but they managed. So
Why is that?
So they don't show any cleavage or legs or. What a shame.
They're missing the best part of the show. They in Saudi Arabia, I guess they're not allowed to show. You know,
I guess not.
Right, and so how do they show shows like Baywatch or something like that over there? How would that even be possible? They just edit it so it's just Hasselhoff reacting
That's
the whole
right.
time.
They go
It's a
for,
whole hour of Hasselhoff going, sounds like they're in trouble.
They go for the cerebral quotient of Baywatch.
It
That's
doesn't do nearly as well. You also have you have very rabid fans. Is that the case? You get some strange requests from your fans.
I don't deal so much with fan mail anymore, but some of the more salient letters that we would get would be judges and lawyers ringing up, sending letters asking to be spanked. And
Judges and lawyers want to be spanked?
a lot of judges and lawyers want to be spanked. If you know.
They watch Xena and that's what they're thinking
That's
about?
right. Well, they're meeting up.
I want her to spank me!
Yeah.
That's so strange.
Yeah. Well, I suppose it sort of fits with the leather and the... And everywhere I go, people are disappointed that I'm fully clothed. You know, they expect that I'm going to be wearing, you know, mini skirts and leather bustiers.
Yeah, I was told this interview would go very differently than this. There are conventions too. Is that right?
Yeah.
There are conventions for Xena.
We've got one coming up here in New York in a couple of weeks. The 28th.
That's scary.
There you go.
The 28th, 4:40 p.m.
I have fans that follow me to New Zealand.
They follow you to New Zealand?
Yeah, if I go on a talk show in LA, they're there. Anywhere I go, this pack of women turn up, you know.
That's very, yeah. And there's a lesbian following too. Is that the case?
They are the sanest. They are the sanest sanest, what am I trying to say? Constituency of our fandom, I guess. But they're not confused between Xena and I, and they're just glad to have a show that they can relate to, you know. But we do get some oddballs, like at the convention.
A show they can relate to, yeah. I know, but
They
like
find something in it for them.
there's actually there's a bar here. Isn't there a bar in New York where they have Xena night?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Well, I've not been. You tell us about it. He goes undercover.
Just kidding. No, you weren't.
They have sidekick competitions. they have little get-togethers and dress up and reenact scenes we'd like to see, I think. So they take scenes from Xena to their preferred conclusion. I
Come on, tell us about that.
I don't know. I never been.
Get off my back. I'm not going to tell you about it. It's a very physically demanding role for you.
Yeah.
You even watch the clip. You're running, you're jumping. They don't use stunt doubles a lot for you, do they?
Yes, no, they do. In fact,
they do?
a good rule of thumb is if you don't see my face, it's probably not me.
The ones where you have a long beard. You're jumping through the air and you're black. That's probably not you.
That's not me.
But there are also times where they put you in like these horrible situations. I heard that you were in a pit with some rats or something.
Oh God, I was in this tube, and the worst thing about the tube, I was supposed to be in a sewer underneath a castle. The worst thing about the tube is that there's a stream of water running, you know, nasty, gnarly old stream running through the bottom of the sewer, as you find.
Yeah, when I'm walking around a sewer, that's what I always see.
As I'm crawling down the sewer, they're dumping boxes of rats on me, and these rats are just...
Were these people connected with the production that were doing this? Just random people.
That's right, volunteers.
Yeah. And,
yeah, dumping rats on me.
Dumping real rats? Would the rats actually get on you?
Oh, it was horrifying. They were trying to nestle. They were, you know, they're in your cleavage, they're in your skirt, and I just go,
They're in your
"Oh,
cleavage?
God, get me out of here.
Oh, but you got them all out.
Eventually, yeah.
I just saw one peek out and go, shh. Get back down here. I know I wouldn't leave. Now, oh, come on. Oh, kids here. You're from New Zealand, originally. What is it like? I know it's a very different culture, but what is it like when American tourists come to New Zealand? Are they cool there? Do they behave themselves?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I think Americans have got a slightly low self-esteem about the stereotypical ugly American. And I know why that happens. It's because here, with the tipping system and everything, you're encouraged to demand good service. Well, you go down under to a lot of countries, and they'll serve you when they damn well get round to it, you know? If you don't like the food, tough luck.
Right.
Comparatively, compared to here. So, and people are encouraged to complain to up the service for everybody here.
But also sometimes a lot of American tourists, they go someplace like that, they're trying to fit in. Do you know what I mean? Like they pick up a phrase or something, they overuse it. Does that happen in New Zealand?
Oh, the language.
Yeah,
we have a few little words that don't translate too well. Americans will pick up cute little idiosyncrasies, like we'll say regularly, oh, you know, bugger off, or do something. They think that's cute, you know, bug off. Well, in the mouth of an American, that's really quite crude, you know. It's
to say that. So Americans are thinking they're being cute. They're like in an ice cream store.
And they're talking about, you know, sodomy or something.
So like in an ice cream store or something, they're like, do you want sprinkles with that? Oh, bugger off.
Right.
And then they're being beaten to death in an alley, right? I would think that would be a problem.
Yeah,
the last thing, but I know you got to run, but the last thing I wanted to mention was this.
Very nice.
This is, this action figure. We didn't have these when I was a kid. We had G.I. Joe, and it wasn't nearly as fun as this. This is amazing. What?
Because why? Why is it fun?
I don't know. It's a beautiful woman and scantily dressed, and they weren't.
It's the ideal fighting outfit, you know.
This is?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it would.
Try to move. You know,
This is just what you want to be wearing when you're jumping through the air.
I should know, all right? Just take my word for it.
Take your word for it. You have to come back sometime. We're really thrilled to have you on the program.
Not at all, thank you.
Yeah, thanks so much for being here. Let me tell them, Xena, Warrior Princess, of course, check your local listings. It's everywhere. And you're in Greece right now at the Eugene O'Neill Theater.
Yeah.
And so everyone here in New York can see you live there. Thank you.
Not for long.
Not for long, but so do it quickly. Lucy, thank you very much. Lucy Lawless, everybody. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Who you got today, Conan? Who you got today? Oh, the beautiful, the Lucy Lawless, yes. Yes, hooray for Xena. Oh, the warrior princess. Now, Xena, now that, my friends, that is a really good show. For me to poop on. I mean, come on, folks. What are we talking about here? Let's face it, Xena. Nobody cares about the Greek mythology, and the Greek battles. It's all about the black costume and the boobs. Am I right? Let's face it. Come on. I'm right, folks. Come on. Everybody does it. We all tune into Xena, and then we lick ourselves. You heard me. Oh, but don't get, it's all right. You know, you're beautiful. You're a beautiful woman, honestly. I kid the Xena. I kid her, but don't get too full of yourself, you know, because, check it out, Miss Leather Boobs. Look what I got here, eh? Yeah! Yeah, baby! All right, that's my wife, folks. Here, check it out. There you go, baby. All right. Oh, yes. Go for it! All right. That's all I got, folks. folks. You've been a great crowd for me to poop on.
Quite good. Yeah, quite good. Always new material. Triumph the insult comic dog. We'll take a break.
She'll always be the warrior princess. But Lucy Lawless, star of Xena, is set to become a bride. Her husband-to-be isn't Hercules, but it is someone she met at work.
Just because Lucy Lawless spends a lot of TV time beating men up on her hit show Xena, Warrior Princess, doesn't mean she doesn't like them. How do we know? Well, word is she's just gotten engaged to one. This will be the second trip to the altar for Lucy, who has a young daughter by a previous marriage. American Journal has learned the statuesque star didn't go far from the set in search of a new medieval mate. Her publicist has confirmed he's Rob Tappert, the show's executive producer. Sue Factor writes for USA Today.
Lucy and Rob have been having a hot romance for about 2 years, and Rob's been going around the set saying, "I love Lucy."
Now, we'd like to hear from the warrior princess herself on this, but Lucy, currently starring in Grease on Broadway, is a woman of few words when it comes to her personal life, just like the character she plays on TV. But unlike Xena, this time, it seems Lucy is finally ready to quit her warring ways, at least when the cameras aren't rolling.
A lot with Hercules. Now got her own show, of course. She plays the fierce and fearless mythic heroine Xena, the warrior princess. We're delighted to have her on our show for the first time. Here's Lucy Lawless.
You look quite lovely, actually.
People always expect me to be intimidating or 6'7" or something, but...
Well, you're not wearing your armor. It's a little different.
No, I'm not.
In fact, you're not wearing much at all.
Skin cells, baby, skin cells.
That's what they say.
I like this outfit better than Xena.
There you go.
And look at these interesting shoes, Xena. Where did you get those?
You do have a pair of legs, don't you? Yeah. Xena, the warrior princess.
That's me.
Now, didn't you just have like a convention recently in LA or something?
Yes, we did, and I was just flabbergasted by the response. It was
little
amazing.
like Xena Trekkies running around?
It was a little like this, except everybody was wearing funny costumes. But, that's kind of rock star feeling.
Really?
It was really...
How many people showed up?
It was limited to about 2,500, and
limited.
But we made sure everybody got an autograph, so that was
that's good. Yeah.
We were there quite late.
This has really exploded, hasn't it?
It has.
Now, did you start out with the Kevin on Hercules, or were you added and then spun off?
No,
or?
in fact, I started out on the very first telly movie that that they did for Hercules with Kevin Sorbo and Roma Downey, who's now on
Roma was
Touched by an
Roma was
Oh, she was?
Yeah,
she's
so
lovely.
Yeah. She said she did the whole thing on a box because she was supposed to be this fearless woman. And she's 5'4".
Yeah.
But she had me to enforce for her.
And how tall are you?
I'm just shy of 6 foot. I've been told I'm not allowed to tell people my real height anymore.
Oh.
5'10" and a half.
And you had an accident on The Tonight Show, and how are you feeling after that? You fell off a horse.
Yeah, I feel fantastic. I fractured my pelvis in 4 places, and it was it was a nasty accident, but it was quite stable, so it healed really well. And
that's good.
In some ways, it was a blessing in disguise.
And you know, she's originally from New Zealand and worked as a coal miner over there, as a matter of fact.
Gold miner.
Gold miner.
Gold. Yeah. He thought I was down a dirty hole with a canary in a cage. And
how does one work as a gold miner?
Little pan?
No, you live miles out in the outback, and they lay waste to the environment with great atomic blasts, and you go along shoveling up bits of dirt, so it's not very glamorous.
Did you ever find anything?
Oh, I suppose so, but you never see nuggets lying around on the ground. It's more like dust.
Very fine and dust, yeah. Now, are men intimidated by you, I mean, on a social level? I mean, if a guy wanted to date you, would he have to think in his head, my God, I'm dating the warrior princess?
Funnily enough, I don't get asked for date. I mean, I'm not hit on very much.
Really?
So I guess I do.
And no stable relationship that you're in right now?
Yes, I am in a stable relationship.
Well, then maybe that's why they don't hit on you.
What does that mean, stable relationship?
Well, you know...
It's lasted more than a night.
Where did this word come from?
Yes.
That's stable, huh? Good. So he's not afraid of the warrior princess, is he?
He's not afraid. I always thought it's a very courageous or a very stupid man that takes me on, but I found one.
That's it. Hang on to
For
him.
you.
Now, Xena also is a singer. Have you done much singing professionally?
No, I haven't. I wanted to be an opera singer once and then just realized I didn't have the love for it that would take me to the top of my profession.
Well, we'd love to have you sing on our show.
I would love to sing for you.
Forward to this. Chris Sanders right over there. Here's Lucy Lawless.
I got a guy who's always late every time we have a date, but I love him. Oh yeah, I love him. I'm gonna walk up to his gate and see if I can't get it straight, 'cause I want him. Oh, I got to have him. Is you, is or is you ain't my baby. The way you're acting lately makes me doubt. You have always been my baby, baby. Seems the flame in your heart has gone out. Oh, a fallow is a creature who has always been strange. Just when you think you're his, you know he's gonna make a change. So is you, is or is you ain't my baby. Says my baby found somebody new. Or is my baby still my baby true?
Lucy Lawless will be right back with John.
This is the baddest gal on TV. Take a look at her in action. Roll it. Please welcome Lucy Lawless. Hi, Lucy.
Howdy.
How are you?
I'm fabulous.
Can I tell you something? That we have gotten the most requests to have you on the show.
Really?
The most. People have been faxing, they've been calling, they say, we want Xena, here you are.
That's amazing, because when you're the object of that kind of attention, it's hard to believe. You know, it's an abstract
Yeah, it is
concept.
sort of a weird
Yeah.
kind of... Well, you're from New Zealand, I hear
Yes,
it.
I am.
See that? I'm smart.
Yeah.
But
Dangerous.
on your show, you have an American accent, do you not?
I do. I do, and it was, it's quite tricky for New Zealanders to pick up a standard American accent. It's much easier to do a Southern or a New York.
Yeah, give me a little New York accent. Can you do a
A little New York?
Yeah.
You know where I got this from is from, listen to me, I can hear I'm all excited. a little quaver in my voice.
I don't think New Yorkers have accents, personally.
I can't believe you people really talk like that.
Really?
No, I come here and I just, oh my God, it's unbelievable.
When you walk down the streets of New York City, people scream, "Hey, Xena! Hooray!" You know, that's just my
Oh,
family.
they do all the time.
Which is scary. There are so many Xena little trinkets out. The doll, have you seen the Xena
I have
doll?
never seen this one.
There it
It's got
is.
a sexy kind of dominatrix thing going on.
Kind of does. In fact, a lot of people asked if you would show up wearing the costume. I said, I'm not going to ask the guests to show up wearing the costume.
That's very kind of you.
But we thought about it. But we didn't. We didn't.
You know what's on under this
Is it
carpet,
the whole, really?
Yeah.
Well, maybe later. You never know. Keep the people and, viewers staying for the rest of the hour. Do you enjoy doing the show?
I love it. I love it. It just about, it takes a lot out of me. But
it seems very taxing, a lot of physical stuff going on there.
yeah, I was an actress first and foremost, and it was a big shock to me to be cast in an action role. So they sent me off to classes. I grew up in a pretty rowdy kind of house. I've got 5 brothers and 1 sister, and
Right.
there's a lot of scrapping and carrying on.
So you learned from the best right there.
I mean,
from your
yeah,
brothers.
yeah. But yeah, they sent me off to kung fu training nights. Where did you get this from?
Well, just so you know, I am a certified member of the Z-Night Club. And I have the Z-Night newsletter. And somebody sent me an all the Xena trading card.
That's from the internet, yeah?
That's right.
Was it Jethead?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Brenda.
So you're finally on in New Zealand. You weren't on there till recently,
No,
right?
that's right. I enjoyed complete anonymity, and it's all over now, baby blue.
Yeah. Is it a big hit over there like it is over here?
Yes, it is. But I find a real advantage to playing an intimidating character is that people just leave you alone. You know?
Yeah, you see?
I get looked at, and people, they're so indiscreet. I go into a restaurant, they all turn around. You know, they all look. They all look and think you can't see them, and
yeah.
But they leave me alone.
The funniest thing to me is when people go, hey, they're right behind you. Hey, that's Rosie O'Donnell, right there. Right in front of us is Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah.
Like I don't hear them.
They're very subtle in New York.
Yeah, you know, and you're right there.
Yeah.
I hear you want to be an opera singer. You used to sing when you were little?
When I was a teenager, I studied opera for about 4 years, and one day I woke up and realized, I don't really go for this crap, you know?
Yeah.
that the life of an opera singer is so dull. You can't go out late at night. You can't laugh your head off. You can't eat certain things.
No.
No.
That's why I gave it up,
no,
too.
Forget it.
Yeah.
No fun.
Can you sing a little for us? Because, you know, I love people.
I would love to.
Would you? Go ahead, do a little.
Do you mind if I don't do it?
I don't mind. You do what you want. You're Xena, warrior princess.
A girl with the name of Lucy Lawless should sing a cowboy song.
All righty, you go ahead and do it.
I'm an old cowhand from the Rio Grande.
Wow, that's nice.
But my legs ain't bowed and my cheeks ain't tan. I'm a cowgirl who never saw a cow. I never roped a steer, cause I don't know how. And I sure ain't fixing to start it now. Yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay.
Oh, Lucy Lawless! That's unbelievable!
You sing great, I heard you.
I don't really sing well, but I like to sing. There was a big hit here in the 70s. It says, don't matter if you're not good enough for anyone else to hear, just sing a song. And that's what I think is my motto, Lucy.
Do you not do cabaret or anything?
I did a Broadway show.
What did you do?
I did Grease, remember, with Olivia?
Did you really?
Yeah, I did.
Who did you play?
I played Sandy. No, I
Did you
played
play
Rizzo, of course. People asked me that.
That's a great part.
I always cracked up when people said, who do you play? Like, I'm going to be the blonde bombshell? I mean, I either had to play Rizzo or Zuko. Either one, you know.
I don't remember Zuko.
Danny Zuko.
It's just I didn't, because Rizzo is the coolest part in the whole thing.
It's the best part.
Yeah.
You could do Broadway. You got a beautiful voice. You do.
Well,
you know, one of our staff members, Lisa, she works in research.
Yeah.
You are the goddess to her. Can she come out and meet you? Because she'll be really mad at me if and she works late hours. Lisa! Lisa! Lucy! Lisa!
Thank you for
I have a little picture. Sit down, Lisa. I have a little picture if you'd sign this for her. And we're going to go to break, and I'm going to show everyone my little Hercules toy that I got here. Look, it's the watch. I could... See that? I could totally get her
Come
with
on
this.
the show.
It's
Come
really,
on the show.
You have one? Because we could get in a fight. But
A show?
Yeah.
Well,
no, a little
so
sword
good.
fight. You know, we could. That's all right. We'll just sign that for Lisa. Lisa's exciting for you.
I'm very
Yeah, is it thrilling?
Yes.
All right. There you, no vacation for you. This is